everybody, this is Marjorie. Now, I was going to tell you today about the speed dating experience I've had, right? My pal Fanny for number 89, you know, the one with the glass eye. Well, she and I, right, we went to speed dating because she said, Marjorie, I've been on my own for quite a while now and so have you. Will you go with me? Will you accompany me to the speed dating? They're having a speed dating session in the town and I'm quite apprehensive because I've not done anything like that before, you know, and, you know, with the lockdown and everything, she's lost her confidence a wee bit, has Fanny. She's not the confident Fanny that she was. So she says, will you go with me? So I says, right, why not? So we get there, right, and the woman that's organising it, well, she's in the middle, and there's all these tables. And she says, right, what happens is, it's very, very simple. All the men sit round one side. Now, they stay put, and all the women, right, you get 2 minutes, and then once you've had your 2 minutes, they speak for a minute, you speak for a minute, you see if you like each other, tell each other about each other, etc. Then you hear the bell, then you move on to the next person. I says, might have ken, the men just sit there and the women have to do all the work. You know, they have to do all the running about. So we start off. So she rings the bell, right? I'm quite excited because I'm not here to get a man. I'm just here to have a laugh and have some banter and talk to some folk, you know. So, but Fanny was taking it all very seriously. So, right, we start. I mean, it was like Gillespie's finest. There was Roger. Now, we started with Roger. Well, I started with Roger, we didn't. You know, we weren't all sitting at the same table, you know. So I started with Roger. Now, he's about 3'6". I says, where are you? Oh, there you are. I thought, I can't. What if we hit it off and we end up together and we're a couple? I says, I'm going to have to, you know, take you in a car seat. You know, he's 3'6". He was hilarious. He was dead wee. Nice guy though, nice guy. But I thought, no, I didn't really want to go about with, you know, my partner in a backpack, you know. And then there was Jimmy. Well, I don't mean to be nasty, but Jimmy smelt a bit like a fried breakfast. I thought, there's a certain whiffy ODD breakfast chip pan fat coming for you. I says, that's not really a nice fragrance. You might want to cover that up with a wee bit of Old Spice or a wee bit of Brut. Then there was Boris. Now, I would say Boris actually looked to be a bit Scandinavian. I thought he looked to be, maybe he was like from Norway or Sweden or France. So he was a wee bit blonde. He had his hair all swept to the side, right? But the only thing was, he had blonde eyelashes and blonde, you know, very blonde. So it was just a bit blah, you know, that kind of Scandinavian look. And I thought, no for me. I prefer dark hair. Then there was Malcolm. Now, all Malcolm could say was yes. He was like, yes. He was like, you know that wee man for the Vicar of Dibley? He sat there and said yes. I says, I could say absolutely anything and you're just going to say yes to me. So, no, it was very much a one-way conversation. Because you know me, I'm a people person. I could just sit there and blather all day long and he's just going to sit there and say yes. You know, you're not even going to get a decent argument out of him. Anyway, that was that. Then there was Nigel. Now, Nigel was lovely. He had moved over from Ireland. So he was a wee bit like Father Ted, you know, but very quiet. And I thought, no, we're not a good match at all because, you know, I'll just give her like a virgin. He's just going to sit there and smile. Then there was Eric. Now, what Eric was about 99. Eric was about 99-year-old. I thought, that's not going to work. One day, bang, gone. You know, so that wee relationship's going to be a wee bit short-lived, you know, but, you know, might get a pension and a saga tour at it, so don't knock it. Then there was Sydney. Oh, my God. I mean, he was the most boring of them all. He was even more boring than the one that didn't really say much. Sydney, he says, I like train spotting and I like fishing and I collect thimbles. And I said, oh, you sound like an absolute laugh a minute. And then you'll never guess who the last one was. I sat down and I looked across at him and I said, I recognise you. Where do I recognise you from? It was wee Josh. Remember wee Josh, my hairdresser? He says, oh, your hair looks fabulous, Marjorie. Who did your hair? I says, don't you come at it. I says, now, you and I can't go out, Josh. You know, I'm a woman of a certain age and you're 16-year-old. You know, I'll be like one of the coffers. You know, the coffers, the woman that go with the younger men. So we had a nice wee blather and I was telling him how, you know, what I would like to do with my hair. So, I mean, that was worthwhile. And then she rang the bell and she says, now, fill out your little cards of the people that you like and, you know, put your contact details and we'll pass them on. So if you get a phone call, you know, we'll pass on the details of the ones who want to get in touch. Well, did they no all get in touch? My phone, I mean, and this has been like BT. I mean, this has been like one of the call centres and just about need to get a headset because I come across well to people, don't I? I mean, as a people person. Anyway, better crack on because I've got Jimmy coming into the door shortly. You know, the man that smells like a breakfast. Aye, so I don't know where he's taking me. I think we maybe end up in Tesco for a wee fry up and a wee side portion of toast. Anyway, must crack on. So I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye bye.